Eagle Sunday. With the facts, security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh, tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home, game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they thought I hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones, lost a couple friends, and got a couple.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Carr. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got Decker, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now Carr throwing on second down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On second down, Johnson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Michael. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. sack. Robert Kindici. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Here's Rudolph now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Gone! All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From his end zone, Rudolph on 3rd and long. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. The Pro Bowler, Patrick Peterson, back deep for Arizona. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M. And all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Carr to throw on second down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 20.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rudolph throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return is Peterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr now on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. 4 now.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Blue 30.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Get down, get down. We're waiting. Listen up.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
93. 93. Monday, down. You wide at 8. Low, low, low.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, and complete, right side to Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
24. Get set. 280.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Monday. Set. 2:30. Monday.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Yo, Chief. Down. 180. Listen, hot.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Blue 30.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And the Steelers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Blue 30.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. A little juke.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Successful start to the drive. 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Throwing now. Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Carr to throw on 2nd down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Screen play. Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that's caught by Beasley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Again, it's Carr. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Carr again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And he puts it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
6:37. Get set. Blue 80.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there. Carr to Nelson. 75 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Roethlisberger will throw to the right side and complete to Washington. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. Gold with the extra point. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. The wrist seems fine. The legs were never a problem as DJ's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on 1st for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They go to Johnson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for... And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 45 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, it's Bell. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run it with Bell. And now running right through it. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Jack 16.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The give is to Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A give to Bell. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brendan, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gold able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands.